Hello, I'm Jeff Mathias. Common mistakes when filing a Chapter 7 bankruptcy. First, leaving creditors off your petition. So we're going to list your secured debt that you plan to keep. We're going to list unsecured debt that you plan to get rid of. We're going to list disputed debt, old debt. Anyone in the world that you believe could claim that you owe them money, list them. That way you're covered. If creditors are left off the petition, they may not be discharged. Second, preference payments. So you're within 1 year of filing bankruptcy and you've come into some money, maybe you've got a tax refund. You owe lots of different creditors, medical, Capital One. You don't love Capital One, but you love mom and dad, so you pay them within a year of filing your bankruptcy. That's called a preference payment. The judge can take the money back, give it out to your other creditors evenly. So no repayments to family within 1 year of filing your case. Transferring assets. So you're about to file bankruptcy, you've got an asset you're worried about losing, so you give it to a family member. Can't do it. If you do have a non-exempt asset, make sure you email me so we can clarify if we can exempt it or not. You can transfer it for fair market value, but you've got to be careful about how you do that. Make sure it won't cause a problem for your case. Applications for a mortgage modification. So you're applying to modify your mortgage and you're about to file bankruptcy. Banks give a lot of different reasons, excuses for denying mortgage modification applications. Fairly recently, they've added because you're filing bankruptcy. Makes no sense. If you're discharging your credit card and other unmanageable debt, you're going to have more money available to make the mortgage payment. So they should be happy that you're doing that. But they've been giving people that reason for denying the mortgage modification recently. So if you're in the process of modifying, and that's important to you, wait until you've gotten your modification either approved or denied, and then file your bankruptcy. Whole life insurance cash value. So most life insurance policies are term life. Most are through your employer. All employer policies are term life. But if you've got a whole life policy with cash value, you're fine as long as the beneficiary is your spouse or your child. But if you've got significant cash value with a different beneficiary, other than your spouse and child, that's not exempt. And if it's a small amount, it's fine anyway. You can use your wild card exemption, but email me if you have whole life life insurance with cash value with the beneficiary other than spouse or child. From about October until you receive your tax refunds, tax season. So you're filing your bankruptcy maybe in November or December, and you've got a large tax refund, more than a couple $1,000 for a couple, more than $1,000 for an individual. You may have to turn over part of those tax refunds to the judge once they're received. So if you're filing late in the year, early in the following year before you've received the money, email me, tell me how much you think you're going to receive. We'll discuss how much of that you can keep. Whether it may be better to wait and file your bankruptcy after those are received and spent, or according to my careful instructions. Finally, the worst, waiting too long. So you're being sued, the creditor gets a judgment, and they start garnishing. They clear out your bank account and garnish your wages 25%. We can get that stopped, but it's a big hassle for you in the meantime. So if you're being sued, get your bankruptcy on file. So of course, email questions, and I look forward to helping you get your fresh start.